around this time or a little later, you did start to work as a musician, and you were in a backing band backing Nico.
Yes, I did. I wanted to stop working in the studio. I'd kind of slightly missed playing live. I think most people who ever have miss it. You know, it's very interesting. I'm sure people wonder why very successful film actors who get paid millions of pounds will want to put themselves through going on stage at the Old Vic 8 nights a week, but there is nothing like just doing it for real and doing it, it's got to be right that once. And it was just an opportunity that came up to work with Nico, and I was a huge fan of Velvet Underground. I was very influenced by Velvet Underground, partly from being in France, because the French loved Iggy Pop, they loved Velvet Underground, they got, if you like, the transition from old style rock and pop and folk to the new wave quicker than the British did. And she was charismatic. There was an opportunity to work as her guitarist and to travel and to go to New York and to go to Germany and to go around, and I did it for about a year and a half.
Do you feel she was very musically talented?
There's a duality with a lot of artists. They have one thing in common, Ian. They need to be, that's a better word, the centre of attention. And for a reason that most ordinary people can't understand, they need to strip themselves naked and bare and stand in the spotlight in front of people and express their innermost fears and needs and thoughts in front of a room full or a concert hall full of strangers. And yet there's an intense secrecy and privacy with some of the best of them, that this duality becomes a mixture of a compulsion and a fear. And I think it's what leads a lot of them to become, as Nico did, addicted to drugs. It's that same duality. It's that same duality of not liking where you are and wanting to be somewhere else where you're sort of free, and then pulling back again. So a very complex person, much more delicate, much more vulnerable, as is often the case, than people would have thought. Certainly more so than I thought. I thought she'd be strong and Germanic and very sure of herself and quite austere, and she was nothing like that at all. Yeah. But that was a persona that she knew she was putting on. It wasn't unconscious. She knew that was the persona she was putting on.